Namaste, everybody. Much love and light and peace and favor to all. I'm Maria True Seeker Cruz, and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be doing the fire water signs for the month of May. And I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit late. Just getting ready for my trip. With that being said, I'm gonna first start with the fire signs, and the first deck that I'm going to be using is Mother Earth deck, and the first card that I pulled out for you fire signs is Nine of Swords. It's about manifesting your clear intentions. It's this card represents Mars in Gemini, integrity, channel of life force, stagnation. Gateway between realities, process and time. It's the double tetrahedron, resonance of the crown. With the Nine of Swords, there is the possibility of the completion of a process in the mental plane. This could be completion of a plan or a design or in a process related to any personal situation or reflection. Uh, there are like, well, I call them like in each point. There's 9 points, right? And we break it down to 3. So with the 3 sharp points, which is represents that eagle, what the eagle, the triangle, and then you got the eye right in the middle. Those what I call the 3 sharp points on the circle of the what you call the enneagram. 3, 6, and 9. The first shock is the natural, such as puberty. The second relates to the actualization potential through conscious effort, such as writing a paper. The third shock depends supreme effort, focus, and sometimes maybe like sometimes sacrifice. It is not easy, when I say sacrifice, sacrifice our time and energy. Stuff like that. And a mundane example of this is a person who loses weight over and over and is never able to maintain that loss. In this case, a conscious made choices were needed to bring that person into a position of completion. This is why organizations such as AA and OA can help create a healthy mindset, leading to a way of dealing with such process of finding oneself, doing that in the work. When a shock like this can be used, is you can use our like, I kind of tongue tied a little bit, sorry. When a shock like this can be used, you are flooded with a deep level of understanding of how the universe works and what position you take in your lifetime, in your life, and on your path. Through your conscious efforts, you are able to complete a process. This is creating a spiritual blooming that is opening your mind on such a deeper level. You are seeing harmony, peace, and love as the highest qualities of the human spirit. You feel a great shift in your life. Your mind is becoming calm and meditative. Those around you feel drawn to be centered, and because you are centered and you have a disposition about you, that they are attracted to you guys. And also, I was going to mention about the double Tai Chi. Oh, I can't never pronounce it right. The double tetrahedron is found in the hieroglyphics near the temple of Osiris. I really wanted to talk about that, and I'm going to read it off the book because someone told me to read it off the book. The double tetrahedron is found in the hieroglyphs near the temple of Osiris, as well as the Mayan temples of Uxmal in Central America. These early peoples understood it is a mystical link between this world and the next. The common quartz, which makes up 90% of the composition of Earth, use tetrahedron patterns to bond together. The double tetrahedron is also believed to be directly related to the Fibonacci series that appears in so many, if not all, living things, from a grain of wheat to a beehive. The difficulty of the Nine of Swords comes from the plane where two tetrahedrons meet. Here there is a danger of keeping a two-dimensional position in a three-dimensional world. In the as above, so as below position, one is either not there. The tetrahedron have not sunken into each other. There is possibility for great stagnation of the ability to move freely in a stuck and desperate for a resolution, or there is a possibility of the delusion of doing work but actually being asleep, being unable to move to the next step because of the the present position is not real. Intention is to live a life of integrity, to be a walker between worlds. So when they say be a walker between worlds, to like taking those messages from your spirit guides and um, use it use that and have those tools and shows and be a teacher, educate others who seek your guidance and your assistance. Okay. There was something told me to read it out for and it's the Andaman in the back of the book that specifically talk about the Nine of Sword and the symbol in here. Yeah. So with that being said, let me go to the next card. Oh, when they tell me to do this, I'll do that. When especially when it comes to messages for everybody. Maybe it may not resonate for you, but maybe someone out there is resonating with it. So yeah. Like I said, you take with does it resonate with you? Whatever it did, you just take the little pieces that it did and that's it. And if it don't, it wasn't meant for you. Okay, so with that being said, the next card is the Six of Cups. And Six of Cups represents Sun in Scorpio, calm, inviting nature, vitality, fresh beginning, playfulness. Be with friends and loved ones. Share through laughter and play. Be happy. Here we see six happy living beings. The lovers, the playmates, the swimmer, and the dolphin all having a great fun together. The people on this card mirror the child, adolescent, and the adult found in people cards in the deck that I have of Mother Earth. They manifest the emotional levels of these different stages of life. Okay. And I'm looking at the card even more. They're just having a ball. The fog of depression has lifted. Whatever state of mind you have been going through lately, that depression has been lifted. You are in a very playful mood, ready to join with your friends for a picnic or a party. It's time to celebrate your life and be grateful for the people that are in your life and be grateful for the things that you do have. Singing, laughing are very important tools for us on all types of levels. Happiness can heal the heart and the body, and it's fundamental to the nature of spirit. So and I always say that sometimes in my videos, sing, laugh, dance, just enjoy life because that heals the heart. Okay, and the next card I pulled out was the Seven of Cups. Be grateful and celebrate. You are stronger for all the experiences you have already had in your life. This card represents Venus and Scorpio, motion versus stasis, cleansing of mind, heart, balance, a dreamy new world. You are in the process of cleansing yourself. You are letting go of the old, and that is creating the space for the new to come into your life and give you that abundance. And it's going to be all coming like a flood. It's all going to be flooding in. So just be ready to receive it. Let yourself dream. Open your heart and mind to the new futures that's going to come to you. And I always put all the cards that I pulled out, I always pull them out. Try to find them. Oh, there we go. Yep. So that was the reading for the Mother Earth deck and the Earth Angel deck. These two from the Chakra Angels. The first card that I pulled out was gratitude. Gratitude. Move your intention to your pelvic and lower back area. Roll and move all the allow light to your second chakra to be activated. Bring that gift of activated relationship energy to all your seven sectors of your chakras. Breathe, full in that relationship energy through your pelvic area. Activate relationship energy with passion. Awaken the juicy orange celebration of life flowing up and down and in around you along your path of illumination. Invite your masculine activated energy to meet now into your feminine receptive center. Take a deep, refreshing breath and ask yourself, why does this card resonate with you? This card represents the sacral chakra. Which represents the sexual organs and reproductive system of both the female and male. When meditation, you could use the chameleon gemstone. You could use the fragrance Yangling. I think I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's YLANG. Yangling for fragrance when you're meditating. When you're meditating, you're basically giving gratitude. The ancient sign that's on here that you see on this card is the night. In the night sky is a bridge to the heavens, a playful connection to the unseen world. Your imagination holds unlimited insights and opening to your relationships beyond expectations. Receive with grace. Because you're activating that sacral chakra, allowing that information from your own crown to that sacral chakra. Okay. And the next card I pulled out was the attunement card. Move the light force in and around your solar plexus, front and back. Invite that third chakra to be activated. Bring the gift of activated power energy to all those receptive energies. Your solar plexus chakra is yellow, or you could say gold. It represents the pancreas. When meditating, you could use the yellow citrine card. You could use verbena for fragrances, and also when meditating, you could use a mixture of all the verbena and which one did I say for was for gratitude? Gratitude was Yangling. Short-term memory loss. But anyways, you guys, yes, you use a citrine gemstone and the verbena for fragrances when you're meditating. Now, when you see the gentleman, he's just playing, and when you're playing the guitar, you always got to get in tune. You always got to make sure that the strings, the notes are precise and perfect tuning, right? So it's just like that with life and with emotions and feelings. You get in tune. We harmonize for a minute. Um, he in the guy in the picture, he tunes his instrument uh, while being captured in the moment, which is perfect. An expression for attunement, to tell you the truth. And when meditating, uh, say that when meditating, you are a more powerful instrument of expression and in tune with nature, giving voice to your song. It's you're expressing yourself. You're using your gut feelings, so you're able to express yourself. Um, Activate that power energy with innocence. Feel it flow up and down and in around along your path of illumination. Um, while with willingness, soften your belly and your sense of the lotus in the center of your being begin to spin and cleansing and clearing any energy that no longer serves you. And then when I pulled the third chakra angel for your fire signs, I pulled out the devotion card. Embrace your heart and with conscience gently move upon your that light from your crown chakra and activate that fourth chakra, that heart chakra. With awareness, breathe the love energy through your heart. Activate love energy with freedom. Invite lush, nourishing love energy to flow and up and down, in around you along your path of illumination. Bring it to your receptive center, showing um, that you are balanced. Embrace the embrace all the little, all of you, your whole little alchemy, crystalline force that's inside with you. Embrace it. Embrace the experience of receiving and being supported by nature and the gift of love. Take that other deep breath and listen, and with the affirmation, say, what does my heart says? Why does it feel this way? Release any kind of any ill will feelings that you have. Find out what's causing it and put a resolution to it. Okay. Um, the Like a little girl and her little kitten on there, and she's just loving that little kitten, just showing him love and affection, and letting that cat that you are safe, and that cat senses that. That's why it hasn't jumped out of her arms. uh, Her arms are filled with the kitten and is devoted for the very first time. She is like taking the new responsibility of taking care of another being. Listen, like your first pet, showing that devotion. Sometimes we gotta reflect as our inner child, so we can know what's going on. Sometimes it's amazing because I love my cats. And when you're meditating, focus on your awareness on the love that connects to you and to the world of energy, and gather that insight. Receive it with grace. For the gemstones And the fragrance you could use gemstone. You could use serpentine, which is green. You could use pink rose quartz. Fragrance you could use rose, and that the heart chakra represents the thymus gland also. So that also helps to get in tune to what your really heart really desires, what you really want. So open that heart chakra, so that way you can also open up that higher heart chakra, which is divine love, divine, you want to call it, source, whatnot. Yes. And for the, let me see, for the mudras and mantras, I'm going to tell you what, for the heart chakra, you're going to use the binaural beats of 639 hertz. And like I said, you could use rose quartz, green quartz, emerald, jade, the mudra and mantras for the heart chakra, for the heart chakra, and for the throat chakra, and for the crown chakra. For the heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, and the sacral chakra. I'll put a video up in a minute to show you which ones you want to use. Just give me a second while I pull it up. Hold on, you guys. Okay. For the sacral chakra, you're gonna this is the way you will place your hands, and you're gonna say the VAM sound when you're meditating and activating and balancing that sacral chakra. The next one is the solar plexus chakra, which the sacral chakra gives you creativity, and the solar plexus chakra gives you the willpower. And this is how you place your hands. And for the mantra sound, you're going to use the Ram sound when you're meditating. For the heart chakra, this is the way you place your hands. For this mantra, it's your right hand, index finger, and thumb touching at the heart center. Left in the same mudra sign, resting on the knee. That's the only mudra that both hands are not touching, okay? Because the right hand is basically touching that heart. Yeah, and then you're going to use the mantra sound, Yam, when you're meditating, balancing and clearing and cleansing that chakra. That is it for the fire signs for the month of May. I'll be right back for the water signs. Okay. Welcome back, and I'm now doing the water signs readings from the Mother Earth deck. And the first card I have is Woman of Mirrors. Now the Woman of Mirrors represents water of earth, grace and beauty, nature goddess, self-confidence, teacher. You are graceful. You are graceful, and and every time you move, it's just gracefully. And you do it because you have so much desire and love about helping the world, touching all those within your circle. Beauty radiates from your soul and your spirit. You are able to teach those around you, and through your experiences and through example of generosity. Nature is very important to you. That is where you are most at ease. Um, there are many things about the physical world that people can learn from, and it could see your views, and you could teach so many to think away a whole different level, a whole different process, you know. um and I feel like you need to start doing it with no hesitation. Start doing it, stop procrastinating, and stand into that role. uh you have become more comfortable in your own physical body. You have worked to keep yourself healthy, and knowing that when you do, you are much happier and will live a fulfiller life. You have a grace and elegance in your being, and share that with others. Uh, the intentions of the card is clearly just basically saying that to bring your self confidence, um, bring your self confidence forward, so you can take that position as a teacher of nature through grace and beauty. And then the next card that I pulled out was Eight of Mirrors. Whether it's issues around health or the environment, it is time to take responsibility. It is not too late. Forgive prior misuse and neglect. This represents Sun in Virgo, so stability versus greed, health versus disease. It's also symbolized balance. Um, our body is a reflection of body uh, here on this earth, for we are made up of the very same substance. When we think of being grounded on earth, we can also think of being grounded in our own physical body, because we are one in the same. Um, you see, the on the right it's dark, and then on the left is none but daylight, dark and light, yin and yang. You have developed a sense of awareness of the environment around you, and you are working to keep it healthy and here now and the future. This is the urge that's coming from your inner awareness. Uh, and it's so, and for me, I feel like it's so important for you to balance that out. Keep up the, and just keep up the good work. Keep yourself grounded. Um, and don't be shy to sharing, your information and your insights on living here on Mother Earth, and for the better, making it healthier for her. And the last card that I pulled out was the Three of Swords. Now this card represents Saturn in Libra, through driven emotions, the flow of life force, minded directed balance. Another card that's telling balance. The Three of Swords knotting the strings of the heart, which explodes a wave of glorious glowing energy, connecting to the individuals that's holding the three swords. Behind this is a calm, brilliant sky, which just full of the masculine energy of the swords, with the resonating blue of the feminine element of water. Um, this is basically saying this is a time to blend your creative energies with others. Amazing new direction will emerge. I'm trying to get more insight on it. And the further that I look at the card, if you see each other card in each three hands that are holding up resembles a rainbow tribe. Diverse, bringing different ideas, connections together. You may be working or playing closely with others, maybe two two others that you feel connected with, making you like a trio. Things are going well. Uh, Remember to focus your intentions and your goals and deal with any tensions immediately. Anything that comes up, resolve those issues immediately. Don't hesitate, so that thoughts can and emotions can just flow freely. um, this may also be a three-part process or decision that you are working with. Things are going along smoothly. Keep up checking in with yourself to make sure that everything is in order and in it's in balance. The outcome from this situation can be an amazing one if you just keep it balanced. Next, I'm going to pull from the Chakra Angel deck. Okay, now from the Chakra Angel deck, first card that I pulled out was the relationship energy, which is the uh, sacral chakra, and it's the card Imagination. Okay, activate, look into your crown chakra and activate that sacral chakra. Move your attention to that area and lower back area and activate it. Bring that gift of activated relationship energy to be balanced. Um, Relate to your own thoughts and people, places, everything. The divine relationship energy manifests through you. Use that imagination. Activate relationship energy with passion. Awaken to the juicy orange celebration of life flowing up and down and in around you along your path of illumination. Invite that masculine activated energy to meet into your feminine receptive area. Take in those deep, refreshing breaths and say to yourself, what does that mean to you? You know, this the imagination card is the mystical infinity sign in the night sky, is the bridge to the heavens, a playful connection to the unseen world. You're giving that all that information to you. You just gotta be open and ready to activate that sacral chakra so you can see all those insights for your, so you can have better relationships. If it's personal, family, work, it will balance out. When you're meditating, uh, you could use the fragrance. The other that the Yang plants or incense, so that you can help meditate and activate that and balance that chakra. You could use the chameleon gemstone. I'll say a little bit more about what kind of different gemstones you could use to help balance and activate that chakra. But in your imagination holds the unlimited insight and opening to your relationships beyond expectations. Receive it with full grace. And then the second card that I pulled out was that about grace, um, the grace card, which is nothing but you're getting in touch with that. Well, for this deck, they have the color like a more darker blue for your third eye. Yeah, your third eye. Bring that awareness to that third eye and activate that third eye. Bring the gift of activation to be centered and balanced with all the rest of the chakras. Um, You could use the frankincense incense or any kind of fragrance when you're help meditate. Um, and I'll tell you more of what kind of gemstones you could use in just a second. You could use the color indigo. This is the third chakra is associated with the pineal gland, awakening from her like from her sleep, um and she feels like she's been awakening from grace, like she woke up and just seeing everything in a new insight. She is in perfect peace and having commune with the beloved and the source of all knowing. Feels like she came to him in her dreams, and she's just now full of grace, awakened to the world with a whole different eyes and a whole different perspectives. As you listen with grace in the silence of meditation, insight enters deep within you from the heavens. Receive that grace. Okay. And then the third card that I pulled out was about grounding. That grounding energy, that root chakra. So you can activate that heart. But in this case, is looking in your heart so that way you can activate that root chakra, giving hope. Okay. Activate your grounding energy to reveal destiny's promise. Get in balance with that feminine and that masculine energy. Okay. When you could use for the root chakra the color red. It's associated with the adrenal gland. Fragrance, you could use Palo Santo. There is a sanctuary in the center of our hearts, in a meadow where each blade of grass reaches for the skies, like our own limit of heart desires, and it just goes beyond and beyond to the point that it looks like a green sky. You tenderly breathe grounding energy into your center of your heart, refreshing yourself with loving hope when you're meditating and activating this chakra. Because you're looking into your heart, so that way you can help root and ground yourself. Give me just a second. Again, for the mudras and mantra sounds. And you're going to use binaural beats for the root chakra. You're going to use binaural beats 396. For the sacral chakra, you're going to use 417 hertz. And for the third eye, you're going to use 858 hertz. For the root chakra, you could use a smoky quartz, bloodstone, a hematite, garnet, ruby, black obsidian, and you also place, this is how you do the mudra signs of your hands when you're meditating, and you're going to say the lam sound when activating and balancing that chakra. For the sacral chakra, also use you can use a fire opal, carnelian, a citrine, but like either like an orange citrine gemstone, and you're going to place your hands just like this, the mudra. And then for the mantra, you're going to use the VAM sound when activating, balancing that chakra or cleansing that chakra. And for the third eye, you're going to use the lapis lazuli, sodalite, um, amethyst. You could use amethyst as well. And you place your hands like that for the mudra. And for the mantra sound, you're going to use the ang sound to help balance, clear, and activate that chakra. And that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the readings for the fire signs and water signs for the month of May. Much love. Namaste. Peace and light and protection to all, and favor upon you all. Thank you.